Peace and blessings, everybody. We back for another Insight Sunday with Pastor Isaac Scott. I wanted to speak to you really quickly about self-love. See, the term love is a term that's thrown around a lot, and I don't think that is properly put in its right context, so we want to take a little bit of time to talk about that right now. See, love is not a feeling. Love is a choice that we make. Love is a choice that we make through good and through bad, through sickness and through health, and through richer or through poor. Love remains consistent. Love does not change because love doesn't feel good. Love remains the same. This is very, very important. We gotta know this. The second thing that we gotta know is that love comes from God. God is our source of love. And true love comes from our intimate relationship with Him. And without that relationship, there is no source of love, because God is that source of love for us. See, the love we have in the world is selfish. The love that we have in the world seeks its own. The love that we have in the world doesn't care about the fellow man, but that's not the love of God. Love is kind. Love is long-suffering. Love is forbearing. Love takes its time. Love is patient, because God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son so that every one of us can be saved and every one of us can enjoy eternal life. Amen. See, the next thing that I think that is really, really important that we understand is that we are not lucky and that we are loved. See, the reason that I'm so adamant about us understanding that God is our source of love and God is the definer of us is because once we get close to learning who He is, we learn more about who we are, we learn more about our value, we learn more about our purpose, and we learn more about our self-worth. See, the more we learn about God, then we learn why we were created. We learn about how valuable we are to Him. And we don't take on the world's definition of value. We don't take on the world's definition of self-worth, because that is why people commit suicide, because they are ostracized, they are let out. But God is love, and He loves us, right? We are not lucky, we are loved. This is very, very important. And the last point I wanted to make is that the evidence of our love is our love for one another, right? Because He tells us you can't love a God you haven't seen, and you see your brother and your sister every day and you hate them. How do we show our love on earth? See, God wants us to show that love that He has imparted on us. He wants us to show it on earth. How do we show it? We show it by showing love to other people. We show it by being consistent in other people's lives. We show it by prioritizing other people the same way we would prioritize ourselves. See, these are four
things that I say, but he who has ears to hear, let him hear, and he who has eyes to see, let him see.
This is a term that's thrown around a lot, and we really don't use the word love in the proper context.
So in closing, God tells us to love Him with all our heart, mind, soul, and strength. And He tells us the second commandment is just as important, in that we love our neighbor as we love ourselves. The only way we can love our neighbor is if we love ourselves. The only way we can love ourselves is through an intimate relationship with God, who is the definer and the initiator and the enabler of our love. Peace.